No angels. So I'm outside just sorting out these fairy garden and everything, trying to get everything up today and get everything where it needs to be. It's proving pretty difficult because everything's been wind swept from the weather in the UK. So obviously now I'm going to be just doing up Willow's garden, the valley for the Fae, and hopefully it's going to be successful. So as you can see, there is the garden. At the minute it looks quite winter, so everywhere, but I'm putting some artificial flowers into the pots, trying to get a little bit of colour back. I'm sorting the den out. Hopefully I'll have the shelving of it up later because of the wind and everything. So I need to take everything out and take all the grass about it though, because I was hoping that they weren't going to be that damaged. Like the houses and everything all right, but something has clearly been going in there, and the house bits here that are still part. I've got to sort this all out. I can't keep living like this and having to move back to place that don't look very nice. Little thing else. So I'm just trying to make it look all pretty. I'm going to be some bits I'm going to be putting in. I've just sorted out a compost area here so I can use some of the mud. But it's been crazy, guys. Literally. As you can see, I've got like artificial flowers. So we're going to do that instead. I'm just setting up like little flowers for them. So I'm just going around with the Last thing I want is to put running away. Beautiful. Some roses in. You want to bring the colour back in. I like the ribbons. Little white one. looks so pretty already, and it's not even done yet. I'm just trying to make it look really pretty so that they've got like beautiful bits. Some leaves. Looks so pretty. It's not even done yet, and it already looks half better. Got some eucalyptus. Little red ones. Trying to make them look as wild as possible. Hello, Anonymous. Morning, all of you. So yeah, I'm just doing garden prepping. I will bring you nearer in a minute, guys, so you can see what I'm doing. They look so stunning, guys. It's already looking pretty and it's not even done yet. So let me just show you what it looks like so far. That's what it's looking like so far. Oh yeah, they like to beak around. Now I've been having problems with the dash in. I'm having you peeing over my unit. So obviously at the minute I'm just trying to get fairy dots. I'd got real flowers last time, and it's a lot of hard work trying to do it. I've got some real flowers. I think it's really important. The fairies love greenery and love beauty, so it needs to be done. So I'm going to do the same around the other ones. Really, really important that everything looks really pretty. So I want them coming home and thinking, wow, so darling. It's so cute. It's a lot of work. People are happy, but they're worthless. And I do like doing it. It means that they're going to be more at home. It is beautiful, guys. I do think I need to put a bit of leaf in there. Don't feel right not having a leaf in that one. A bit better. Like that. Got to get this through now. Just like trying to put a bit of colouring over here into my pots. So I've just done that one. Pretty. Then I've got these, which I want to put into that pot over there. My fairy garden took a bit of a beating over the holiday. Because they do like purple, and I've got the. Thank you, sweethearts. They're actually. I've got some flowers, but I've got. As I was saying, if you're going to make a fairy garden or anything, guys, and stuff, make sure they have got some real flowers as well. I'm going to obviously fill the it up. It was really hard doing it last year because I had to come out all the time and water it. I'm obviously going to have to still because I've still got living flowers as well. Wanted to make my life a little bit easier. All this beautiful flowers. If you really have to see them. And then I want to put some white in there because I don't want them thinking that that's the only stuff they've got in there. that when people walk past it, they're like, oh my God, it's really, really pretty. Oh, it should be pretty. They like their rose. So we're going to put a couple of roses in it as well. Pretty. So pretty. Let's see. So it's spread it out. So what do you think so far, guys? Let me just bring it down so you can see it. Obviously, there's want to be here, but little friends decide that they want to, the animals decide they want to walk over things and destroy it all. I am going to be getting more stones to go over it. Definitely. Pretty. The window is really dirty. Garden blessing statue thing there. And what I'm going to also do is I've got my mum's little mushroom. I'm going to put that in the corner. It's really sad when, because like I've done so much hard work to try to sort these out. But sometimes some things you do not take. It's a little bit there. They are actually really impressed about looks. So we've got like living flowers, artificial flowers. What I would like to do is actually get them so that they're a little bit more further back. So I would like to get a few more in, so we put them there like that. This is their fairy area, and they like to be, obviously that will be, when it's done, that'll be up like that, so you'll be able to see it. But I think it's really important that I'm going to bring that side down. So I'm going to put the mushroom. I'm going to put the mushroom over here. Just here. We want to give them a little bit of room so they can actually get in it. Dash, don't bring him out here because he'll get dirty. I'm just really particular about how everything looks because I don't want it looking really bad and then not doing its thing. There were some people the other day that were asking, like, how would you start a fairy garden? So I just thought, I have a fairy garden with real flowers, but this year I've decided to go artificial. It's too much hard work trying to keep up with all of them. I've got a few real. I've got a little composting area over there as well. I'm going to put another pink beauty in here. Goody. My little mushroom from my mummy's. They do like roses and stuff, so I'm going to put some roses here.
Hello, Dashi. You're going to tell me off. But I don't care.
So I've just put these into here, guys, as well. If you can look up, I don't know if you can see it, my angels. Trying. I'll put some roses and some little sunflowers. Got to make sure that there isn't anything dead on it because they don't like dead stuff. Back on. Right. Dan, stop, please. She's coming. Stop moving. Hang on. Get in. Hang on a minute, guys. That's where you move. Oh. He's going nuts because his license tied up. Take all these stinging nettles out. Don't like there being any stinging nettles in the garden. I don't throw it away. What I do is I put them in the composting area, or I use them in my spells. Right, it needs to be done. It is looking really stunning, guys. It is looking really, really beautiful. I just can't get over how pretty it is. I need to get a couple more of the eucalyptus. Sis, could you do me a favour and go into that box, into the flowers? Doesn't look like a drowsy little again anymore. Hey, Kim, sis. Oh, I love my fairies. Give me 2 minutes, guys. Because I'm keep coming in, it's because I'm getting my bits. Oh. Think they're gonna like it?
Yep.
No, I don't.
Oh, you've got to stop somewhere and get your glue.
Oh, it's all right.
You can do that when I take you to the jeweller's about your ring.
Yeah. You want to put some little. They like wild stuff, guys, yeah? So you've got to make it as look as wild as possible, as they ain't going to live in it. You know what I mean? So make it as wild as possible. So when you're doing the fairy garden, buy some real flowers, but artificial as well. Always make sure that you maintain the make sure you maintain the areas that you're doing as well. Like make sure you're always coming out and cleaning it. Don't leave it dirty. They do not like being in dirt. That I can tell them. I hate it. Oh my God. If you was a fairy, would you live there? What's that?
They've got trays that's got the ivy all entwined into it already.
You've got to put them on their altar.
No, it's a big piece.
Oh, a big piece.
And the other thing they've
I could
got,
probably put it.
yeah, the other thing they've got, yeah, you could attach it to
The
that
fence.
fence behind that bit.
Yeah.
But the other thing they got is
I
a
can't
roll
use
of,
this. Hello.
is roll of artificial grass.
My my actual houses, they're wrecked. Whatever's been going in there is that all of my mushrooms. Look. They wrecked my mushrooms, guys, and they're polystyrene, so I can't leave them out here though, because that's poisonous to the animals and everything. So I'll be throwing them in the bin. Some animals been going into the fairy houses, decided to try eating the mushrooms and that, and where it's got in it, it's through all of the houses everywhere. So I'm taking them in tomorrow, and I'm going to take all of the grass out because it's got all mud over it. I need to shake that, and then I need to be honest, I need some stones. What I need is some pebbles and things that I can put on there instead of putting the grass, because then it might make it a bit harder for the animals to walk on it, and they will like it better. But what I'm going to be doing is with this, I'm going to get the wood bit and make it over it and stick this over the top, and then just put loads and loads of ivy over it so it stands up and it'll protect the houses. But at the minute, they can't get in there properly because it's collapsed. I don't know if I've got any other pots that need to go. That's going to happen tomorrow. I need to sweep up all of this dirt. This dirt. That's my cinnamon stick. No, it got out here.
In my, I put my cup up there and
Yeah, please. Turn you round, guys. Right. You in a minute. Not you. You don't have to go in. I'm talking to you, sis. So we're going to go to that side because there is a beautiful pot here. We're going to stick some of these in here. You really want your fairy to come to you. And it's getting moss and everything as well, and they love moss. Like a lot of my pots have already got moss in them. A little trick, I decided to eat my mushroom that's growing around near the fairy houses. Hopefully they will grow back. But I know that they're here anyway because I can see them and stuff. But it's been cold, and a lot of them will not be around in the winter because I don't like the cold. Some of them. Some of them are about. Some of them are not. So feel like privilege and at home because that's really important. Right, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, guys, but I'm going to try. Can you see that? Oh, let me move other way so you can see it. So it's got all of the it's got all the flowers in it. got one little bit there. I know that they do the little. Got them. Oh my god, it looks so beautiful. I know that he done a doggy poo, so I've got to clip. Blessings, guys. See you later. Okay. How are you, sister? Full screen. How do you do that? Full screen. It's because the style's different. Let me just go to that for the minute. Better? Ooh. Look how pretty it looks. They got my mum's little mushroom that was in her garden and that. Put that out because I know they'll like that. I've got some living flowers, obviously. I haven't just left them out. That's cute. Pretty. So pretty. Sorry, I go nuts when it's fairy stuff. I'm sorry. I am obsessed. I am absolutely pooped and I ain't even finished it. Got the flowers where I want to get them. And they look absolutely stunning. So they should love that. So when you're out here, any dead flowers you see in your pots, make sure you remove them, guys, because they don't like it when they see anything that's they've never been fans of that. So just remove any dead flowers if you do not want upset fairies. I don't like it. I think I need to get a little bit of greenery just to put around the back to just make it look a bit more prettier. And then once in that way. Just so it looks a little bit more appealing. So like I was saying, yeah, just make sure that you don't have any dead plants. Remove dead plants. Keep your fairy gardens clean and tidy. I don't like it when it's messy. I pulled out the flower with this. Gonna end up killing myself in a minute. Yeah, like it's understandable you're not going to get every single bit, but as long as you get the bits that are like obvious, because they do not like it, they will be happy. And don't ever throw your flowers away either. If you're composting, just compost it in former, and that will come just good, and they'll be more happy with you. They don't like it when you throw flowers away and they're green from outside. And obviously, a lot of my stuff I don't throw away anyway because I use it in my magical practice. The poor bumblebees are probably going to be flying there thinking they're real flowers and that, but there are real ones. I've got a little pot over here that's empty, and that's going to have my tree in it. It's going to have a little fern tree in it. Good. Sharon is good. She's just turned up. I haven't served a couple of weeks. You don't think it looks too much, guys? Like, you don't think it looks too done? And I've got the fairy bit, this bit done. I'm going to put more bright. I am trying to obviously like that's like that there. Get down there. Obviously, this is their food. So this is their area where I put their food and that. So they have their little thread bit here. They have their little wish pots, which I will put some more names back into it. And they have their fruit there. Because it's so much better than it remove as much of these leaves out of their area. Ouch. Just sting it out. Throw it over there. Right, let me just get the dustpan and brush started because let me just clean up this dog mess first. I do want them to come and have a look at their garden. It is really sad, like how much everything's like going away. So you're gentle with them, they will be gentle with you. I'll be with you in a minute, sis. Just getting this all sorted. I'm really particular about making sure that the area looks inviting and nice. Worse. Been doing it up very beautifully. And then leave them possible. And obviously the grass and everything's growing out at the minute, so once it starts growing back and I can cut it all, it'll all be equal, but it's a bit better. Jeez. keeping it clean in their area is bright. Don't worry, that'll put this one in the thing, guys. You can put that in the compost. There's moss growing everywhere. That's a good sign. Moss, mushrooms. Obviously, the lights that I've got on my fence have broke, so I need to get some boxed ones that will just like you can connect on the fence. I've got some nails, so I could do that. Get them. I want to get some sort of lighting just to go here, so that they've got some lighting here and on the shed bit. It looks really pretty, guys. Can't get over how pretty it looks. Gonna have to empty the water to get fresh water in there, because that's what I'll use to do the flowers and stuff. What I do want to do though is just put a little bit of mud into that one up there. So the thing, but I don't think they like it there. But they get worried that they're going to fall off of it or something. I have to try and find somewhere else to hang it. Oh my god, I just can't get out. Can't get over it. The willow trees I actually don't know where the willow tree was, sis. I don't know where I put it. Which one was it? A lot of them died. No, I don't think it did. I don't think it did, sis. No. I'm going to have to get another one. I know that I've got like these bits all over here, but they've overgrown. And I know that that's my... that is me... that's either me... Oh, I can't even remember what they're called now. Parsley or my basil. These have grown like no one's business. Like literally. I'm gonna have to get another willow tree, sis, because obviously you got me that, and it didn't survive the rain, and everything was really bad here, and a lot of my flowers died. All of my flowers were soggy, and the everything just it didn't work. So I'll get myself another willow tree that's a bit more grown. And put it into the pots. It's the only thing about UK weather, it's crap. Everything dies that isn't used to it. Even the thing that I've got here, this tree bit should have survived, but it hasn't. A lot of it died off. So I think right in a couple of weeks I'm going to be having to remove that out as well. But I'm hoping it's going to flourish. We'll have to start watering again. Maybe it'll come back. I've got a little fern tree out there that I've got to cut all of the bottom dead bits off. Let's get planted into there. So they'll have a little like fern tree. And I know they like their willow tree, and I like my willow tree, so I'm definitely getting another one of them. It's just sad because I did really want it to work. The only things I've seen in the pot is literally the are these them, sis? Because if it is, I'll put them out. I've got pots, so I can put them back in. Don't panic. Don't think it was that one. There was another one that looked like that. Hang on a minute. This is what I mean, sis. I'm not very good with gardening bits, so I wouldn't have known what was what. Got like little buddies on them. Can they go in mud? If they can, I'll put them in mud now. They're okay, they're not dead. And I've got moss on them, so I'm guessing that they are. I'm so sorry, my babies. I didn't realise that you weren't. I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. Put some mud in them or something. Are you there, sis? And they got little buds. Look, they are growing. Look. Do you put mud in them? This is what I mean. I'm new to gardening, guys. Like, literally, it's only been this year, last year, that I actually started deciding that I wanted to do. It's all right. Are these them, sis? Can they have mud in them now? Because like there's like grass bits in it. It's gone all mossy, and there's little buds growing on them. Look. I threw them away, thinking that they were dead flowers on the top. Luckily, so yeah, that's them. Can I put mud in them? Is it all right to put mud in them now? Because they ain't going to grow properly otherwise. They should do fine, yeah. I want to put some mud in them because they're my little willow trees. Yeah, right, okay. Oh, my little willows. I am so sorry, babies. I am so sorry. You've got to grow for me. You know, Mama loves you. And it is damp, the mud as well, so that's good. Better? There you go. You just push them down so they stay rooted. The roots have got really big, so that's why I've put as much as I've put in it. But yeah, I've done it. So yeah, I've done it. So it's like that. And then what I'll do is I put them over near the fairy area as well, because then hopefully my babies will start growing them for me. These are my willows, guys. There you go. And they're over near, now they're over in the fairy area, so now the fairies will help them to grow. So that's more living flowers. And they're sitting just at the front here so that they get a bit of the sun and everything. Oh, it just looks so beautiful. And then I've got my mummy's mushroom in the corner over here. Look. There's my mummy's mushroom. I'm happy. I just want to sit. I'm such a clever girl, but it's sorted. Yeah, hopefully they're gonna love their flowers. A lot of work. So yeah, like I've got my butterfly bit here that is absolutely stunning. It comes out at night. So they're going to love that. That's my butterfly one. This one is broke, so I need to get another one of them. And I'm getting some lights to go, like I said, some box lights to go on that fence. We're going to get some to go across just this bit. I'm going to have some ivy coming down on off just that little ledge bit there. I would like to get some like little oh wow, that's good. Hello MCAT, how are you? So yeah, they're going to be beautiful. They'll definitely be going with me when I go to America. That's for a fact. So beautiful. So. So we've got some very unusual ready lifted flowers here. We've got some little here. So like, I don't know if I can get you to go around the garden, guys, because you're in the laptop. Let me see if I can pick you up. Not knock you off the line. We've got there. Got the pots here. Pots there. And in the garden. How beautiful it looks. I'm so glad I've done it because I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off because of where I've been feeling depressed. I've just not been in a good place. And today I just had that need to come out here. And I said to my fella, I want to go out and do the flowers. And I've just, I decided that I didn't want everything to be real flowers this year. I wanted artificial because then I haven't got as much work to do. So like all of this is artificial, all in the pots and that. But all of my big pots that I had at the back, apart from two here, this one and this one is artificial. But these ones, that's gonna have a tree in it. That's real. These are real. That'll be real when the tree's in. That's real. That's real. These are real. I've got a potato bit there, which I'm sure it's got potatoes in. And guess what? I did grow something, guys. Let me show you. And I'm so happy about it. I grew some carrots. I can't but get over how much I done it. I actually grew some carrots. So it did work. So I grew something. Some of them are like baby. They're not very big, but I don't care. I'm still grew. I grew them, grew them, grew them. Thank you. So yeah, it's if you're wanting to make a fairy garden, guys, you can use pots, you can use wooden platforms, you can place them just in the garden. Make sure you've got flowers and everything everywhere, and just scatter your houses behind them so that they can't be seen. It's better to have a platform or something, or a pot, and get their favourite flowers. So they like things like primrose, lavender, jasmine, bluebells, snowdrops. They like fern trees. They like willow. They like all flowers and trees. But if you're going to be getting things that are associated with fairies, then primroses, you know, lavenders, jasmines. Yeah, definitely willow. Definitely fern. God, my head's gone blank again. Snowdrops, bluebells, honeysuckle is another thing that's really good that they love. Like anything that's just like really pretty like that, you could put into their garden, and that will most definitely call them in. They're like anything that's shiny, so even putting little pretty things up that have got like sparkly bits and stuff. Always remember that when you're making your garden as well, do not put anything that's got iron in it or anything like that. Do not put iron in the garden because it harms them. They don't like iron. They don't like nickel. Do not leave them in dirty places. Make sure it's always clean. Go and clean the houses if they get a bit mucky. Obviously over the summer and stuff when they're about, and that not so much unless you're going to do a spring clean in your garden and that. Then yeah, but always make sure that when you're going to actually do anything with the garden, because obviously at the minute they're not really around much, they're just starting to come back, so I've been able to just get on with it. But normally you would have to say to them and inform them like the day or so before that you're going to do that their area, so they're aware of what you're doing, as everyone from where the houses and stuff are gone. When you do make a garden, don't put offerings and stuff out if you don't want to be giving them offerings. Just make the houses and just like leave like little trinkety bits, like little sparkly bits or anything like that. So like pennies, silver pennies obviously, buttons, clips. Do not put anything glitter. They don't like glitter because it's not very good for the environment. If you're going to do any glitter, do edible glitter, because you can eat that and it's not poisonous to them or to animals or anything. Because one thing you'll find with fairies is they're very nature orientated, obviously, and they're very, very protective of like wildlife, plant life, tree life, all of those sort of things. So you putting things out that are not going to be good for them, but they won't appreciate that. So just make sure that you keep on top of that. I will give you a lot more information and stuff how to do it properly, but just like generally set you know the garden up. They like things like mushroom statues. They like mushroom statues. They like fairy figurines, gnome figurines, tree figurines, anything like that. You know, just things to make it look really pretty. Stones, pebbles, things like that. They like all of that sort of stuff as well. So really, it's having an imagination, guys. If you want to make a garden, you can make a garden. Just remember, you can either use pots, you can use platforms, or you can just put it around your garden in a Pacific area. Normally having it fenced off a little bit. So I've got a fence that comes across here to clear them off from anybody else, so that people don't just walk in and start going over to them and that, because they do not like being disrupted by people they don't know. And so that your animals don't start peeing all over their stuff either, because they don't appreciate that either. Even though they love animals, they don't appreciate them being on their homes and stuff like that. Obviously, in the wild, they're up in the trees and all sorts, so it's not as bad then. But when you're making them in your gardens, just make sure that you make it where it's accessible to them, but your animals can't get to it. It's okay to let your kids go around. It's really good to educate your kids about wildlife and about them from a young age, because then they'll grow up knowing that. But still watch them. don't let them be disrespectful to them or anything like that, because they don't like it. They don't like being disrespected. They don't like being lied to. Don't make promises to them that you can't keep. They don't like it if you're saying, oh, I'll put offerings out for you every day, then you don't do it. They don't appreciate that. They don't like being lied to. Just be straight with them. Just say, I can do offerings probably once or twice a week. I do it every week because I can. I put bread, honey, bread and butter, water, milk, cream, fruits, nuts, honeysuckle. They eat a lot of different things. They obviously eat their own flower nectars and stuff as well. So that's why I'm saying it's really good that you find some real flowers to put in your garden as well, so that they can flourish in the real flower world as well. So that's why I've mixed it. I've got like living flowers and I've got artificial flowers. You can use artificial flowers, but make sure you do have some real ones there as well, because it's important. And just make sure that it looks really pretty. Keep it tidy, keep it clean, be respectful to them. As I said, don't make promises to them you can't keep. Don't be disrespectful to them. They are above us. They're very knowledgeable. They're very much part of nature and stuff like that. Just remember to be like that, and just to love and respect them and honor them. Even if you don't believe in their existence, still honor that area, because your kids and stuff might believe in them. Oh, good, sis. A little white jasmine flower. That's really good. Jasmine flower. Yeah, that's another thing that they like. Jasmine, heather, lavender. Like I said, primrose, bluebells, snowdrops, buttercups, daisies, anything like that. Even going out to wild and getting a few little of the wild flowers and putting them into a pot and growing them. Like try and get a couple of the seeds and planting some of the wildlife flowers that they would have in the woodlands and stuff, and put them into pots. Then they've got their own habitat around them as well. But all flowers are their habitat. And it's like people will probably look at that and go, yeah, but what can they do with artificial flowers? But they can take the energy and the resemblance of these flowers and use it for themselves. You know what I mean? And they're magical creatures. They can make them into real flowers to eat and all sorts of things. So their magic is beyond your imagination, guys, believe me. And they are truly remarkable. So yeah, just be creative. Use your imagination. Put lots of statue bits to do with them in your garden. Put beautiful flowers, artificial or real. Put greenery in your gardens. Pebbles and stones, anything like that. They love all of that. Even doing like when you're doing your work and you're making certain areas, you can make all like winding roads. If you're making like fairy houses in pots and stuff, then you can put all your little houses. You can buy houses and stuff off of eBay, Amazon, Temu. You can buy the little miniature trees that are artificial. So if they didn't like artificial flowers, they wouldn't make them. And I know they like artificial flowers. So as long as you just make their area look like a paradise for fairies, they'll be happy. And keep to your word if you're going to give them offerings. In the winter, it gets quite cold. So I always make them very aware that once the spring and the summer and stuff starts to disappear a little bit and it starts to get a colder months, I will say to them that I'm not going to put food out here now because it's too cold, but I'm putting food in my kitchen. Obviously, if you're people that are not wanting to put have them in your house yet, you've got to let them know that as well. And if you're still wanting to be able to give them offerings and that, but you don't want them in the house, you could leave it outside under a canopy. Or if you're not bothered about walking out, because of my arthritis, I don't come out here in the cold and do that stuff because it's too much for me. But if you don't mind, like for 2 minutes just going out there and putting it out there, put it out there. But a lot of the food freezes in the winter over here, so I don't mind them being in my house. I've always been open to them, so I leave food on my side in my kitchen, and that's where they can get their food and their water and stuff. But if you're people that don't want them in your house, find a little area that's close to your house, where there's a little shelter, and just leave their food there, and just make sure you let them know that you know the food's there, or put them on the outside of your window ledge. Like, go outside, put some on the window ledge in a little pot or something, and some water in a little pot, and just leave it there. They'll be happy. You can just open your window and put your food and that in, and that'd be perfect. You know what I mean? So balconies, if you've got a balcony that's got a shelter on it, then you probably ain't going to be so worried about walking out there and putting food out for them. But if it's open like this and it's cold, it can be too much. So I hope that this has gave you guys a bit more inspiration to making a fairy garden. It's obviously not finished, guys, so I probably will be live again tomorrow, and I will be mending the fairy houses and sorting the shelter as well. So I will be live for that again. So that'll be the next chapter of the fairy garden, and just getting it officially sorted. And I'll be planting my tree tomorrow as well. So, but I think for today, oh, before I go, I do want to do their food because I ain't got my food. So just give me 2 minutes, guys. Right, so this is their little dish with their water. It doesn't have to be loads, just a little dish with their water. Put it onto somewhere that's cute where they can get it. Got a candle holder that I glued to the woods because there was an animal that kept nicking it. And I put their bread in that and their honey, and then I put some nuts in. So yeah, honey and bread, honey on bread with butter. It's all right to give them normal bread, but they do most like fresh bread, guys. But they will eat your normal bread, but just make sure it's not gone off or funny or anything. And just stick that in the pot. And always make sure that you leave something out for nature as well, for the wildlife, because they appreciate that as well. If you're wanting to attract fairies and you're wanting to impress them, look after nature, because they care about the flowers and they care about the animals. So obviously I've just made there a bit there. So I've done that. So now I'm just sticking a little bit on the birdie area over here. So that I always do it. Whenever I'm feeding them, I feed the birds and the animals. You look after nature, you look after the animals. You teach you well for them, you'll have to be very much trust. You don't, You're gonna have some really peed off hay, and you really don't want peed off hay. And then some fruit and nuts. So I always give them some raisins, and I put a bit of nut on there, so that obviously goes back onto this table. I made a little holder for them. You don't have to have an holder, guys. You can just have a little tray that you put out on the table and leave your food that way. It's up to you. So I always leave them fruit, and obviously the animals will eat this as well. So always make sure we leave food that's not going to be poisonous to animals, and that that are healthy for animals as well as them. Because if you harm animals, you're not going to be the fairy's friend, believe me. So I always put them a bit of that out, and that's what they have. That's their food. Their bread, which normally got honey in it, but I've run out of honey, so they've got butter at the minute. But still, they like it. They've got their water. So if you're going to do it and you want to do it daily, make sure you keep to it. Do not let them down. If you can't do it every day, just say to them that you'll do it 1 or 2 times a week. Just make sure you always let them know, and always make sure you let them know when you're going to be cleaning the area in your garden or lawn mowing or anything like that. They don't like unsudden surprises, especially if it's in the garden, because they're not used to the atmosphere of the gardens. So yeah, that is the garden all sorted. Make sure you clean up your dog's mess whenever they pee out here and wee out here, and well, wee you can't help, but if they poo or anything, make sure you clean it up. Yeah, and make sure that after you've used any tools or anything, guys, make sure you always wash your tools as well if you're using them for other things. If you've been cutting stuff, obviously if you've got garden tools, use your garden tools when you're preening stuff. Like I said, just keep the area tidy and clean, and they'll be happy. That into this area. Nothing plastic, nothing wood. Sorry, not wood. I didn't mean wood. Nothing plastic, nothing iron. Do not leave rubbish laying around for them either. They don't like that. Yeah, pretty done now. So that is the berry garden, guys. So happy with it. And I've got compost to get any more stuff if I get any more flowers, which I probably will end up getting a couple of like living flowers still. But yeah, I think they should be more happy now. I know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All done. I can say that I am a happy bunny. So sorted. The only thing I've got to get sorted is getting this white goods in my garden out. But that is me done, guys. People for the garden stuff is really important, especially if you're trying to attract them. They don't like this. And do not throw any stuff away either. Do not throw any garden at like anything that you cut up, you remove plant wise. Do not throw it away. They can't stand that. Just compost it. Okay? You don't want to be upsetting them. I'm going to have to come off of there in a minute, guys. My sister's come over to spend a few days with me. I'll never leave the garden half done. In the fire concerned. And everybody that knows Willow knows that bow people are the most important things in the world when it comes to your magic creatures. Yeah, that'd be really good, sis, and you'll find so much beneficial ways to it. And it's so beautiful, and it's just rewarding. Like I'd always been terrified of doing gardens, and I always seemed to kill flowers and stuff, but them dying last year was not my fault. The weather turned really bad and they just didn't survive it. It wasn't anything to do with me. So the ones that did get through the bad weather are still here and growing. And I decided that to save me having so much work and standing out here for about 3 or 4 hours trying to water everything, I'll get artificial as well. So I've got less work to do and I can concentrate more on them. But yeah, all looks beautiful and it's all, oh my God. I've actually got my garden back. Hopefully the animals are not going to try and eat it. You know what I mean? As you can see, I just compost everything. I don't throw it. And it's all done now. So now, can leave them to do their thing. And I can go in and chill and go and see my sis. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching. And I hope that it's gave people more inspiration to start doing the flowers. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything that I bought was for the summer seasons, but a lot of them that I bought weren't ones that grow back, which I didn't realise. And there was a couple that should have, but the barks to them were really soggy, like that they'd completely been demolished from the wind and the torrential rain constantly. They just weren't going to survive. So there was just no life in them anymore. So I pulled them out and I've just put them all in the composting area over here. And I've just kept the ones that were all right. But as I said, guys, I'm going to get off of here now. But tune in with me tomorrow and for mending the fairy houses, getting the shelter up and planting the tree. But until then, thank you very much for coming in and joining me at Willow Valley, where the Fae live. And the reason for doing this was because they are starting to come back round. They have shown themselves several times on the camera when I've been live. They actually did the day that I was doing the drumming with Mike. You see one flicker in front of me and then come to my hair. You see her. She was seen on a couple of them were seen also when I was on a video chat with some of my brothers and sisters that are part of, you know, within the cauldron and stuff like that, and my groups. So they are definitely starting to come back round. And if I've got an area that's always going to be beautiful and it's going to look constantly stunning, they'll stay, and it'll give them warmth and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I was saying to people earlier, Sister Kerry, that, you know, even when you're out walking, some of the wildflowers, like if you see any seeds or anything from the wildflowers that are falling on the floor, pick them up and you can plant them into pots. And then you've got some of the wildflowers as well in your garden, which they'll appreciate as well. But they love all wildlife and all plant life, tree life. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed, guys. Tune in with me tomorrow, and lots of love, light and blessings from me and the Fae. And the houses are ready. Well, almost. I've just got to sort the pots and that out tomorrow. But once that's ready, they'll be ready for when they're back properly. So until then, my darlings, lots of love, light and blessings. And thank you for watching. And be safe and be real. And I'll talk to you all very, very soon, my angels. I'm just going to do the outro out because I didn't do it when I came in. But I'll see you all very, very soon. And blessed be. It's not going off for some reason. Why is it not turning off? Let's try that again. It's not doing it. It's not turning off.